starts now.
Good evening. Tonight we're learning that a Delano Police corporal who shot and killed a man last year will not be charged. The Tulare County District Attorney's Office announcing it will not proceed with filing criminal charges against Delano Police Corporal Michael Strand. The announcement stems from a shooting in which Arturo Ramirez was shot and killed. While Strand will not face criminal charges, the city of Delano is now conducting an internal administrative investigation into the incident. Now, the Tulare County DA's office said in a letter to the chief of DPD in part, quote, while some of the behavior captured on videotape is disconcerting, questions concerning proper police procedures, discipline, or civil liability are beyond the scope of prosecutorial review. Here's a look back at the shooting, the settlement the city of Delano has already paid Ramirez's family, and more about Strand's history.
It was June 14th of last year when Delano police officers went to assist the Tulare County Sheriff's Office with tracking down Arturo Ramirez. TCSO was looking for him because he was a suspect in an alleged attack and drive-by shooting the day before. TCSO tracked Ramirez and Alexis Resendez down to a Best Western in Delano. In this body camera footage, you can see Tulare deputies inside the hotel asking the two to come out. Then shots are heard.
Open the door.
TCSO says Ramirez jumped out of a hotel window and shots were fired by a Delano police officer.
I'm with Delano PD. We have him sprawled out on the parking lot.
That officer, identified by Delano Police Chief Robert Navarez as Corporal Michael Strand. At the time, Strand was a 10-year veteran of DPD. The alleged suspect, Ramirez, was hit and taken to a hospital where he later died. Just after Ramirez was shot inside the hotel, a TCSO deputy shot the woman who was with Ramirez. She was taken to the hospital with serious injuries but survived. The case was turned over to the Porterville Police Department for review, and Officer Strand and the TCSO officer were placed on leave. More than a year later, Strand remains on paid leave. Through a public records request, 23 ABC learned that the city of Delano settled with the family of Ramirez for $2.3 million in September of last year before a lawsuit was even filed. The documents state it was for police wrongful death action.
As we investigated the case, we learned more about Corporal Strand's history. In June 2015, he was involved in another officer-involved shooting where, according to the Kern County DA's office, he shot and killed Lorenzo Garza during a pursuit after Strand believed Garza fired a shot at the patrol vehicle he was in. The DA's office ruled that 2015 shooting justified. And in May of this year, the American Civil Liberties Union of Southern California named Strand and two other Delano police officers in an excessive force lawsuit related to an incident in April of 2019.
Why are we getting pulled over? No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Get on the curb, right?
Court documents from the ACLU say the officers stopped a group of high school students who were headed to get permission slips for prom. The lawsuit claims as two officers laid on top of and handcuffed two of the students, Strand approached a student filming the incident and slapped the phone out of the student's hand. Delano Police telling 23 ABC last year following the incident that the group was initially found in the roadway and refused officers' orders to move. Officers attempted to detain them, however, they refused to comply, saying force was then used to make arrests, some of which can be seen in the video. And the Delano Police Department also released a statement regarding the announcement today, saying in part, quote, the Delano Police Department provides extensive training to its officers in addressing and responding appropriately to critical incidents. All Delano Police Department officers have recently attended a critical incident articulation class, which provides officers with the most recent training and tactics to best handle quickly unfolding critical incidents, end quote.